Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on the 4th Flash feud, the party cleanup feud. The other feud is still going on right now while I'm recording this. I'm trying to get it recorded and posted before I go to bed, since the last feud will be starting at like 7 in the morning my time. So I want to get this posted so people have some time to check it out and get their lineup set. There's some pretty cool lane bonuses here. If you have the right guys, it should be a pretty fun feud. If you have some of the guys, it should be at least an okay feud. If you don't have very many of the guys, then it's probably not going to be a fun feud at all. I'm going to start with the top row. If you have Mr. T and Booker T Hall of Fame, Booker T Hall of Fame is going to be a large problem, as his already high power gems are going to be double the damage at 100%. So look out for that. Some honorable mention strikers to go with Mr. T would be Striker Sting, Sid, and maybe even Breeze after his submission, leaving the power gems on the board a little bit. So those are some potential good strikers for that lane with Mr. T. Going to the bottom one, the Ultimate Warrior line bonus, as I'm calling it. 300% cross break gem damage, 25% red gem damage, and +2 to all gem generation. Warrior, a little bit on the slow side sometimes, but he is going to hit insanely hard once he's going. So you do not want to take someone that's going to take some time to win in against Warrior, or you're not going to have any fun. There's an open slot, so that means expect to see a metric crap ton of Zombie Austin. You will probably, the lane bonus doesn't really help him or do anything special for him, but people are going to bring him. Expect to see a lot of Z-Kane with Boss Plate, with that cross break gem damage. That's going to make the Boss Plate even more effective, because all the gems that are cross break are going to be 3 times the damage. So expect to see a lot of Z-Kane. You might see a few NWO shows with it, maybe a Dude Love or two, although don't see that too much yet. Maybe an NWO Ted, possibly an Andrade. Those are the kind of the guys to watch out for in that open slot with that. Also expect to see a bunch of the multiply gem guys, because so many people have invested in that perk. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see, a Ricochet, maybe a Luke Harper, those kind of guys, Volkov with gear, etc., etc. Any of the multiply gem guys you might see there as well. It's a pretty good lane bonus for Luger. He can drop Big John Studd and do the whole botch thing and get a bunch of botches out and extra red gem damage. So pretty solid for Luger. Woken Matt's really not anything to worry about too much. So that brings us to the middle lane, which is what most people can do something with, and there's a lot of good possibilities here actually. Both of the more common-ish of the Undertakers, Under Trickster and the Powerhouse Undertaker, Phenom, can both go in here. It's a better lane bonus for Under Trickster. The build I'm showing right now is what I call his annoying build. A bunch of silence gems on the board, some trap gems, and a sub. He's going to get the silence gem damage too, by the way, if you have your MP up perk maxed, is 300%. Because it's 100 for that and the 200% here, so 3 times the gem damage for that. So another good build for him would be going with the double yellow and the finisher, because you're going to destroy 20 plus gems after making the bottom 5 rows at 3 times the gem damage. So that's another solid build you could run with him. Obviously your trainers would switch Rikishi, Akam, and then probably Miz, I would imagine, or if you want to get going faster, dual yellow MP trainer. So Beth and is it Shamrock? I think it's Shamrock. Sting. Maybe Wolfpack Sting. I'm not sure, but I could check. That would be smart. Let's do that. Full disclosure, this is the 4th time recording this video. Yes, Shamrock or Beth. It's crashed on me twice, and technical difficulty one other time, and so this is number 4. So you're getting the worst version for sure. Let's see. Phenom will have +2 to his sub. If you want to use his sub, it can be turn 1, but also purple MP steel, so good against Zombie Austin. So you could potentially use Phenom if you have a 4-star silver, 4-star gold Phenom, or Under Trickster are both going to be solid there. The silence gem damage, since we were talking about that, for Tex, if you have Champa, is going to be really good. It's going to make his 3 times you're going to be at like 9k, and then you also have Trickster KO you can throw on there for another 35%, so you're going to be at 335% silence gem damage on 3k, so you're going to be pushing like 10k per silence gem, and he can obviously throw a ton of them out there. So yeah, Champa is going to be really good, tough to deal with. Now the really fun part, in my opinion, of this line bonus is the bleeds. And there's quite a few different guys you can potentially use. If you have Sako, he's going to be kind of the king here. Mine's 4-star bronze max, and he's going to be doing like 140k a tick bleed, which is just insane, and able to do it pretty much every turn, sometimes even get it twice. So that's pretty crazy. Bruno has a very good bleed. You'd be looking at roughly 50k a tick, probably 40 to 50k if it's maxed. It's also a 7 MP bleed, so you could throw Sting on there, potentially get that bleed out turn 1 if they don't have MP down. And very similar for Jake the Snake. So if you have one of these two, 4-star silver, 4-star gold, they could potentially be really big assets for you. Jake is with the black. So, you know, you can throw Bray on there, get that bleed out. Again, going to be very similar, probably close to 40 to 50k at 4-star gold. He also has a submission, so you're going to get added bonus for the sub turns. So both Jake and Bruno are going to be very good on that line as well. So Jake, Bruno, Champa, Sako are probably the top 4 guys for that. And then some honorable mention guys. Wolfpack Sting has a pretty good sub, so that lane bonus wouldn't hurt him at all. Doink, if you're running the blue set, can definitely do some work there. So those are probably the main guys I would look to use to take advantage of this particular line bonus. If you have those guys, should be pretty good for you. Ooh, you know what? I think Balor has a bleed too, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. It's not hugely strong at 8k, but it does tick for 5 turns, so you could potentially also use Balor in here. You know, put Seth on there, you might get close to 20k a tick out of that bleed, so you know, it's not terrible. So Balor maybe as well. Other than that, I think those are the main guys for the middle row. So if you have a bunch of the guys, if you got some perks, you're probably going to have a fun feud. You can go in probably with a big size roster and wreck a bunch of people. If you have a medium amount or don't want to burn a lot of health packs, 5 is the minimum. I'm going to go in with 5, top row, middle row. And for those of you that like to live dangerously, you know, you're probably able to fill a lot of them, potentially all of them, and do some pretty crazy damage. Big trap guys, again, I'm going to say to look out for are Sako and Bruno are going to be really tough, and Champa in the middle row. And then Jake the Snake and Balor, maybe Balor, but Jake the Snake potentially. Bottom row, Ultimate Warrior, and then Z-Kane and NWO show, if they have boss plates, are going to be pretty disgusting. Probably really only see Z-Kanes. You might not see many of the other boss plate guys. And then Booker T. So try to have the power gem down guys equipped. the coaches that nerf power gems for your classes. There's going to be Sako is one of them for strikers. Masters of the Universe Warriors one for showboats. So if you have your ZKN, you know you're probably going to want to do that. And I know there's a bunch of other ones. We could probably look at them real quick here, since it's good information. Let's see what we can find. If you happen to have HBK, Technician only reduces opponent's power gem damages by 50%, so HBK is one of them. Let's see who else is in here. Acrobat is Lita, so that'll reduce power gems by 50%. We talked about Sako, 35%. Masters of the Universe Warrior is going to get them. Showboat Becky for Tricksters. So on Under Trickster. And I think that's most of them. Yeah, that should do those, at least that I can see on mine. Can't remember if I talked about it on the open one, but if I didn't, multiply gem guys, you'll probably see a lot of those because people have invested heavily in those perks. So the Harpers, the striker ones are the big ones. The Harpers, the Volkovs with gears, and then the Acrobats, you got your Ricochets, your Andrades, and that type of thing. So multiply gem down coaches, Mela for your strikers. Technician, the really good one sadly is Triple H VIP, so most of us don't have him. Other than that, anyway though guys, I think I've rambled on enough. Hopefully you finish this feud strong. This is the Luke Gallows feud, and I believe everyone in the top 100 will get Luke Gallows. So first place is a 4-star gold. I don't know how fast it's going to go down, how many will get 4 stars. But the top 100, it sounds like, will get Luke Gallows, so that's pretty cool. Really rare guy, so congratulations to everyone that gets him. Hopefully a lot of you picked up Woken from all the shards going out, and I hope you had a really good weekend. I just want to say again, the first 5 minutes, Unstoppable has been asking that no one feud for the first 5 minutes to honor Nathan, and that's pretty much been happening, so continue to do so for this final Flash feud, please. Other than that guys, thanks for watching the video. Love to hear what you think in the comments, and finish up this weekend of Flash feud strong. Good luck out there guys.